residents, council, and other guests, thank you for coming to tonight's meeting. As part of the charter, I'm required to give a State of the City's address at tonight's meeting. I appreciate you all taking time to be part of this tonight. Several years I wrote my first State of the City speech. I probably changed it a dozen times over the course of a few days. It's not really that easy to touch all the bases in an overview of the past year, plus the current status in a brief speech. And I know you'll appreciate brief. Once again, the city is headed in forward direction. Progress continues downtown. In this spring, summer, it will appear to get a facelift as a major section of the business will remodel. It has been cooperation and hard work between city staff, a well-respected business owner, a local architect, and the Michigan Economic Development Corporation to secure grants and extra funding to do this project. Remember when the first person said, let's take the canopies down? I don't. I wasn't really involved back then, thank gosh, but I'm glad to see the result. Year after year, we have continued to evolve our downtown and spruce it up. I do believe that while you should always seek improvement, we certainly are looking at a downtown that is near the vision. City staff continues on a redevelopment project that will increase downtown's marketability for the near future. Our Downtown Development Authority refined its schedule and made a few changes that will allow more time to be spent on the bigger events as to increase funding. The focus will be on the continued support of our merchants. One item, for example, is the use of Car Cruise profits to pay for more Christmas lights to decorate downtown. The backbone of the city, our staff, continues to be an all-star team. Most of the residents never actually come in contact with them, and they will never understand how good we have it. But that's a positive, as it's a testimonial that all is good. By receiving an audit that in fact was called our best in 10 years, we give our residents the confidence to trust City Hall is doing a great job financially. Seems like we have a retirement every year, and this time around the city had two great ones leave. Bill Brandon will always be remembered as the chief who built this department into what it is today. Our team of men and women in that office keep the city safe and secure. The council recently made a great decision to hand the #1 badge to a long-time, dedicated Davison-made guy. Chief Donnie Harris stepped into a department that was and is in such good standing that will allow him to continue his goals of being a great chief and representing the city as such. I personally appreciate this council for that decision. It was one that shows we take care of our own and are willing to let him grow and to develop into what he even called his dream job. The DPW had to see Tim Lear retire after a quarter of a century of working this town. It's hard to fathom working in one place for so long, but if you ever came across Tim at work, you'd know why. He liked to be here. It was definitely a two-way street, as we loved him to be here. It speaks volumes to our city that while these two well-tenured employees left, our staff kept on task and city services continued to be tops. In sports, they call it a dynasty. City Council recently finished its most recent goals and objectives meeting for 2015-16, and it was unanimous decision that it was one of the best this group has had together. It is the council's objective to continue with economic development in several areas of the city. Armed with new tools from the state, we are progressing down our chosen path. But our work is not over, and if we can keep on task, Davison will thrive within this 1 square mile. In closing, when you drive our little town and take a look at things, it should make you happy to live in the city of Davison. We've got so many amenities that keep us busy. We have the things we need to survive, and we can do all that in comfort. Thanks to our staff and volunteers who spend the time needed to make Davison function. It's your hard work that makes it possible. Let's not stop either. We can keep this progressive train rolling if we keep on task and work together as a team. Thank you.